If you look at the biofuels, they started the energy transition, I would say, to 20, 30 years ago. But then today they are taking a new shape because at the end they are trying to achieve a highest competitiveness, also increasing the sustainability part. Ciao Davide, it's nice to see you and welcome here in Milan. It's always a nice pleasure and an estimate value to have an interface with people like you that are managing the portfolio of the integrated technologies.
Thank you, ciao Enzo. It's really a pleasure to stay here and visit our offices and our colleagues abroad.
So how is it going? How is the transition in this low carbon energy vector business line of the integrated portfolio? How is proceeding the integration and the management of that?
We have a lot of job, okay, to do, and we are almost in our business line 300 people on 5 companies that are two offices in Italy, here in Milan and Rome. Then we have other in Germany. And so it is a long job now to integrate everything. We have a wide portfolio of solutions, and we made a lot of activities to leverage on the synergies between the companies and between the technology that we have. We have done a lot of progress on it, but it's something that is under continuous development. And we do believe that also the group is investing a lot on other companies, on other technologies. So we are also ready to welcome something else that could be new in the next time. So, and what about your part? No, your part is in the biofuels. So it's a challenging market that is changing a lot. So how do you see?
Yeah, you're right. It's changing in a sense that this is, in my opinion, reshaping also a lot, because the biofuels, if you look at the biofuels, they started the energy transition, I would say, to 20, 30 years ago. But then today they are taking a new shape because at the end they are trying to achieve the competitiveness, highest competitiveness, also increasing the sustainability part. Because today the biofuels are not the biofuels that are coming from the so-called first generation, so in competition with the food chain, but they are shifting to waste oils and fats, in which we are trying to be pioneering with our PTU solution.
Yeah. And where we are focusing our efforts now, we are cooperating in the same business line, and I know that you're doing an intensive job now to promote our solutions. But where do you see, more opportunities for us? Okay.
Yeah, you're right. This is a challenging market from some perspectives. From the others, is I would say a nice challenge, because we are trying to combine what are the experience gained in this bio-based solution from the conventional biofuel production, to bring this to the next level. Bring it to the next level means to integrate those solutions with some existing assets, because we believe in the integration of existing assets with some units that maximize the value of bio-based. And this is something that we can do with the solution of this pretreatment that we have, because this really becomes a key element to give a wider range of feedstocks to be converted into high added value product like sustainable aviation fuel for our customers.
Yeah. Of course, our PTU could be one of the big news that we can introduce in the market, and surely it follows the trend of the feedstocks and on the difficulties that the client are facing on this kind of application. And okay, so and going back to the integration, we have also the hydrogen. The group is succeeding a lot on hydrogen and biofuels, biorefineries. And so this is another thing that we have to consider as a big contribution as a group in the business line. And PTU surely could be again something that will help us to take some success in the future, no?
Indeed, Davide. Also, because in my opinion, this really, at least this is demonstrating, out of the 6 million of sustainable tons of sustainable aviation fuel that were produced in 2025, 95% of them are coming from the HEFA solution. So this is still demonstrating that it's on the top of its possibilities, and actually also for 2030 the forecast is that 80% will still come from this pathway. So we need to be there. We need to be there, and we are there with our solutions. So I would say that thank you very much for your perspective and for your insights on the business line. Thank you, Davide. Thanks for coming, and thanks for the also for the insights and the perspective from the business line, which is always precious to have.
Okay, no, I want to thank you for your contribution, and you represent the young people of our group that are, let's say, putting something new and a lot of efforts to make it happen for a lot of, challenge that we have.
Thanks.
Ciao.